Hey guys, Boston Chris here with another taming video here in the Ark Taming series on Ark Survival Evolved. And today we're after a modded creature that I just saw come up in my shiny dino tracker. And it's called a Metriacanthosaurus. This fella is from the Ark Additional Creatures 2 Wild Ark mod, and which is an amazing mod. And this guy has an incredibly interesting and very aggravating taming process. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Hopefully we'll have success in doing this. But let's go find this guy and see what we can do with him. All right. So he is located at 50/28. We're going to grab a dinosaur to bring us over there. You know what I'm going to use? We're going to use Max today because he will help us get across the water, hopefully. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll use Max. Max is my tech monogamer. And so we're going to go to 50/28 and we're going to check out this Metriacanthosaurus and see what it's all about. There we go. Hopefully I can figure out how to use my... It's been a while since I've used Max. So the last thing you want to do is fall into the water with a monogamer. Careful. Get to the next island with him. Now we are on Ragnarok, and these Metriacanthosaurus, if I'm saying it correctly, they spawn in the oasis, the fertile chamber, and on the beach, which is a little bit scary if you think about it, because these are aggressive dinos, and the beach is supposed to be a fun location, but he... All right. Did I mess up? Perhaps. Perhaps I did. He's back this way. Right, so let's go back this way with our... There's a Carquinos right there. We don't want to mess with him. So he's probably on this stretch of beach right over here. We are out of stam, and we're going to fall into the water. This way now. Okay, so this is not water. This is shallow water. We're fine. So this Metriacanthosaurus, he should be like right around here somewhere. Perhaps he's up there. I think they're about aloe sized. 50/28. Here's some. Alright, so we might have to open my other scanner because the shiny scanner is not always that accurate. So we're going to open up our other scanner, and in order to do so, we're going to jump off of Max, change this to our scanner, and then maybe he died too and I didn't see. Yeah, that would be unfortunate. He did not. 49.1, 27.4. 49.124. I'm old, I will forget that. 49.1 is going to be this direction. Here's 49.1 right here. 27. That way. I'm not seeing them. Should be like right. Could be down here. Oh, so this is a problem. He is right there. Okay, so what we have to do in order to tame this guy is we have to... Essentially, he's going to be really mad to see us. He won't be happy at all. Like, at all, right? So what we got to do is we have to kill things next to him. And by doing such... he will eat the corpse, and when he eats the corpse, then he becomes sated. He'll get what's called a sated buff. And when he is sated, then you can go up to him and feed him kibble. And his satedness essentially lasts for about 5 minutes. Actually, not about 5 minutes. It lasts for 5 minutes. This is a really pretty one, too. We're going to help him kill the Carboninus. so he kills it, and then it should say Metria sated, and it does. So we're going to go ahead and hop off the trusty dusty bat. He is not, he is still mad. He should not be mad. He should be sated. You know what? It might be because I'm on a dino. Let's find out. Let's land. And, alright, so this is very scary because now I'm going to approach him on foot. Okay, so here we go. Let's put the kibble where it belongs. He eats superior kibble. We'll put that in my hotbar in the last spot. Hopefully he's not going to be angry with me. Now you see all the plus signs around him. That should mean he's approachable. The sated. I'm going to go up to him and tease him. Now one thing you might want to do is you might want to have a binturong on your shoulder causing popcorn scent. You can see that on my... I guess you can't because my camera's there. Let me close my camera down so y'all can see that. So you guys should be able to see the things. Let me do that. HyperX. That as well. Now you can see everything. You see the Metria sated buff and the popcorn scent debuff, which is going to make him hungry faster. Which is caused by the binturong on my shoulder. Okay? And so that's going to increase his food drain, and which means it's going to increase or decrease taming time. Now my taming rates are 2.5 times on this server. Now, I don't know what happens if we can't get him tamed within 5 minutes. I don't know if it's going to reset the bar, the taming effectiveness bar, or not. But we're going to find out, because I don't think we're going to get him tamed within the 5-minute time frame. He's got a lot of food value, 16,000 food value, which means we have to drain 1,600 food off of him before he will eat a second time. So having the popcorn scent is important. Now, what I'm going to try to do, actually, though, is while he's doing his things with that, I think it might be a little more important to, let's see if he gets mad at my bat. He does not. Okay, so what happened, apparently, is the satedness, this took a minute, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put in the blood packs, and we're going to try to get enough to make a sanguine elixir, and that'll make this go a little faster. So you know, it's super helpful if you have a bat. Now, obviously, I am on Ragnarok, so having a bat is obviously not possible unless you go to Fjordor to get one. But we have our sanguine. We're going to put that right here. We'll transfer all of this off. And we're going to go sanguine elixir this guy, so that way we get 30% more taming off of him. Okay, so we'll go up to him and hit that button. And now hopefully, so we've only got 500 food off of him right now, so we're going to have to try to get another corpse ready for him, probably. I'm not sure the best way of doing so. So what I'm going to do is we will... I know that there's some trikes up top, and there's also a parasaur right there. So let's grab, have a tech fire wyvern. So let's toss him out right here, and then get back over to him with my popcorn scent. Now, again, when his satedness drops off in 50 seconds, he's going to be mad at me again. Okay? So, I think what we'll do is I'm going to go up top, and we'll grab a trike. Or actually, you know what? We'll just grab this parasaur right here. Okay, that's not the right button, to be fair. But it got him into the water, but he'll probably run now. Okay, so he's mad at me. What's your satedness at? 16. Okay, so if I kill him right here... If I kill you right here and just don't eat the corpse, we'll be good, right? Okay, so again, the wyvern does not like to land, and it turns on a dime, as you can see. All right, so the wyvern, which doesn't turn worth a dang, is going to be a problem, and it will not land. So we're just going to shoot the parasaur. Nope, that's not going to work because the wyvern's going to try to go after it. Land here. That's kind of this. Apparently I don't have my freaking shirt on. That's cool. Alright, so let's get back over here. The parasaur is fighting my guy. I don't want to hurt my guy, but I'm not going to hurt him. Here we go. Right, so is he sated again? He is. Okay, so he sated again. He did not lose food value all that much, which is good. And your taming effectiveness bar stayed the same. Now, that's good. I would wager to guess, however, that if you were to injure the dino yourself after the sated wears off, then you would probably lose taming effectiveness. So try not to do that, okay? And again, we're going to try to utilize our binturong, stay close to the Metriacanthosaurus. Utilize your binturong friend on your shoulder to get that food value to drop off faster. Because we need to get it down 1,600 food in order for him to want his second feeding. And typically with my taming settings, it would take about 6 or 7 kibble. But since we use the sanguine elixir, hopefully it'll only take like 4 or 5. And make sure you stay tuned, because as soon as we're done taming this guy, I'm going to teach you a little bit more about him, what he does, how you get his saddle, all of those fun things. Because this is a really cool dino. I think you guys will like it, actually, once you know what it does. Now, keep in mind, you cannot approach them unless they have the Matria sated buff that you can see counting down, which is indicated also by the green aura and the plus signs that are coming off of him. If he does not have that, and you try to approach, he will think you are a Big Mac. Alright, so we're down 1.2k food, so we're about 600 food or so away from being able to feed him a second time. If you're not familiar with the way passive food value works, once you start taming a creature, they have full food value, typically. So you feed them, and their food value is full. It's 100%. And you have to get their food value down 10% in order to feed them the second time. However, once you do that, the food that you are feeding it, in this case superior kibble, will not replace the 10% that you have fed him or you have drained already. It might only fill it like 4% or 3 or 8 or whatever. And that's why it always takes longer for the second feeding than it does for the third, fourth, fifth, and so on. It will always ask for a third feeding faster than a second feeding for that reason. We're down 1.4, 1.5, so we're just about there. We have to get him down to about 1.7k food. A little bit less than that. So right around 15,000 food value is when he's going to ask for another feeding. So we're almost there. And again, the binturong is doing a fabulous job. I'm hoping we can get this feeding before this layer of satedness comes off. I think we're probably going to get there. We've got about 90 seconds left. We're not going to get a third feeding this time, though. So that means we're going to have to feed him another corpse. Just want to throw out some props to Shadlow in his Wild Ark mod. Just it's probably my favorite creature mod. All right, so he's ready to eat, so we're going to feed him. And you see, his food value only went up to 15.2. Okay? So even though it took 10%, now he's gonna ask for food really fast now because he only has to go down 0.2. Okay? So it's going to be, see, very, very quickly once you get that section out of the way. So there we have it. We have our Metriacanthosaurus. He is tame. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and lock him up, and we're going to head back to the base. And I will show you guys what they do and why they are so cool. Alright, so here we are back home. Turn up Gamma some. And we're going to toss him out. Let me see. This and this. We're going to toss him out. And the first thing I want to show you guys is all of these glowy things on here. That's just the Shiny Dinos mod. Okay, that's nothing special about this specific creature or whatever. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our engrams. We're going to see how to make a saddle. Okay, so the Metriacanthosaurus saddle is available at level 25, and it takes fiber, hide, and metal ingot to make saddle. We'll make one. Usually these are always in your inventory for this mod. Remember that. We'll make one saddle. We'll toss that on. Now I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the creature. All right, let's do some information gathering. All right. First things first. This creature is carryable by the wyvern, the carcinos, the quetzal, the tuso, the goonch catfish, and the primal mammoth. They can be immobilized by net projectiles, chain bolas, large bear traps, plant species Y, and of course the cool Ariops creature that is on this mod as well. On the island, they're located on the beach, scorched earth, and they're in the oasis, and they're in the sanctuary city on extinction. It is a species of medium-sized theropod often found on the beaches of the Ark's islands. Arguably, the beach's top predator, one would expect the Metrio to be a danger to new survivors. Well, it isn't in reality. Metriacanthosaurus seems to lack the ferocious behavior and bloodlust of other Ark predators, becoming docile for a time after consuming a meal. As such, while it is indeed a threat, it is less of one than a survivor may think, as a sated Metria is completely fine with being approached so long as it is not hungry. Smart survivors will take the opportunity to try and befriend a powerful partner and ally for their beginning and middle of their adventure. The saddle is a level 25, so this is an early game tame if you do it right. Metria utilizes a new hunger mechanic, which we showed. It's called Metria Sated. And anyway, it's a strong swimmer, very strong swimmer. I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to hop on its back here. Jump into the water. You can see it is a really, really good swimmer. Can come in handy early game, I bet. Now, once you get on land, the left click is a simple bite. Okay, it just bites. And it deals a decent amount of damage. These guys are going to be very helpful early to mid-game. Now, the right click is where it's at on this creature. So when you right-click it, there's a roar. Now, most times with modded creatures, the roar does absolutely nothing. Usually it's just an aesthetic, okay? But not this guy. This roar cannot be done while moving. That's the first thing. So once you click right-click, and once you hit right-click, you will stop moving. It has no cooldown, and when used, if an enemy under the drag weight of 150 is nearby, it will inflict a frightened buff on them. The frightened creature will then take 20% increased damage and have a 20% reduction in melee power. If they are unmounted, they will run away uncontrollably for 20 seconds, quite like the Yudi roar. Afterwards, the feared creature will become immune to the frightened debuff for 60 seconds. So even though there is no cooldown to it, The creature that is affected by it cannot be affected by it again for a minute. Here you go. You can see right there it's intimidated. It can't be startled. So you can see all these creatures that are running away from me now. Okay? Very cool. But like, look at this. Look at this chicken. He's not having it, bro. It's a pretty cool little creature. This is the Metriacanthosaurus from the Additional Creatures 2 Wild Ark mod brought to us by, I believe, Shadlow. If you enjoyed the video, please show it some love by hitting the like button down below. If you'd like to see more like this one, you can, of course, subscribe to the channel for free. And I will certainly catch you down the road. Let's get a picture of our new friend. Go. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.